just stumbled on it. I got a frame of it. It's clearly lit. So yeah, I wouldn't want science.
It's good. It's good. It's very nice. I mean, as soon as I opened it up, I thought, yeah, that looks like me. But then I looked at the mouth. The mouth is wrong.
That's a good memory.
What size screen do you choose?
So this is
Yeah, just can't stop to use different size screens.
Now it's recording. Then you press the record to stop.
Yeah.
And there's the man himself.
Yeah, that's the man.
In a few minutes. And similarly, these impressions of people sitting on a bus are drawn rapidly. But some of the portraits at the back, there's a series of 7 or 8 portraits at the back there, are all very finely worked and far more time spent on those and far more detail. And then there's some landscapes done with a different program, which I think is Procreate, on the left there, those 3 landscapes of the people. And the rest of them are all done with Archwage. And what else to say? I was bowled over when I met Edward. I was given an iPad last winter, and I think what made me start drawing was the feeling that it's the amazing capabilities that an iPad has. It's just absolutely stunning what you can do, even with, like me, very little talent. So having been bought this iPad a year ago, I signed up with Edward and have been going to his classes for 2 terms. And he teaches at the Hampstead School of Art in Kidderpore Avenue, run by Isabel, who I'm hoping is going to come here tonight. I hope she's coming tonight. It's all been very inspiring and very exciting. I couldn't believe that Edward has never actually had his own show. And I said, well, that's crazy, you must have, surely. And he says, well, no, I've never had my own excuse. So I said, well, I'll host one. I hope you're enjoying them. I'm very grateful that you could all come. If you're interested in buying any of them, they are for sale as well, just as prints or as frames. And you can come and speak to me about that if you want. But the prime purpose of this evening is not to make sales, it's simply to publicise and to spread the message, really. All this is possible on an iPad, very cheaply, very inexpensively, and you can produce amazing results. So over to Edward.
I thank all of you for coming. It's great to share the artist's journey with people. And there are actually 3 people that I kind of want to thank, give a big thanks as well. And the first one is a friend of mine. He's called Russell. That's Russell there. He was the guy who gave me my first iPad because we were all dancing one day, and then I just told him, I wish I could have an iPad, and do some drawing whilst we're dancing. And then he said, oh, I'm going to give you my iPad. So that was the beginning of the journey, the beginning of the journey. That's why I keep going to the live concerts and I keep drawing. And then the second person I want to thank she's not here, but she's the principal of Hampstead School of Art. She's called Isabel. And she's the one who gave me the opportunity to teach in the school, because I'm more self-taught. So I teach in the school. And that's how I met. The third person is Dr. Philip, who's a student of the place, and then he decided to do the show. So I'm grateful for the journey and for what the people that is brought along and for the experience and everything. But this is definitely amazing. I mean, this morning when I got here, I felt like, oh, wow, this should be on BBC or something. I felt like, oh, there's something that people have to hear about and have to get in touch with. Because this is new, and I believe that in the next near future, the youth, the children are coming, they're going to pick on this and they're going to push it to the next level. Because there's so many people who think that, I remember when I started the journey, some of my artist friends would say, oh, don't even pursue this, because this is not art. And then it got to a point where they saw what I was producing and they felt like, oh, wow. So to me, it's like, I'm always for the new. I always say that I'm always for the new. Why? Because life is always new. There's one piece here that I call living in the past, and you see that somebody's being dragged by this rope or something. So I always say that we shouldn't live from the past. Like somebody said something to you yesterday, and then you're still thinking about you living from the past, and then you become like that monster, which is You know, so it's like life is fresh every moment. So when I'm moving around London, I'm always, you know, doing sketches, I'm painting, and I'm so alive. I feel so alive. There's this bliss, there's this joy in my heart, and it's good to share. You see, because you can't keep it, and it's always flowing. And then you want to encourage people to also pick it up. I think later I might show a slide of some of the sketches on the underground. I've got about 170 of them. I keep doing them every day. Every day. And sometimes you share with people and somebody will say, oh, I'm coming from work, I'm so stressed, thank you so much, you made my day. You know, all those feedbacks that you get, it's just uplifting. So I will tell all of you to spread the word, tell people about it, you know, that there's something new here and we have to embrace it and push it along. So thank you all for coming. There's a few words around that I've written on the pictures as well. Read them. Maybe it might trigger a question or it might trigger something else. So thank you all and thank you. Thank you.